One of the interesting things we've seen is as new technologies like AI come in, there's a natural concern around things like compliance, especially in financial services. And the reality is we've seen AI help someone's compliance posture and assist getting more information. Ultimately, compliance is really about doing what you're supposed to be doing and having a record of that so that if questions come up, it can be reviewed and those types of things. And in these situations where you have AI that's tuned for the industry or tuned for the specific use cases, it's able to actually get the information that you need. If you look at something like, best interest regulations or Reg BI, that is something that has very specific things that it's looking for. Like, have you talked about the fee structure with the client? Is there anything that's going to change with the client's timeline or horizon for their goals and their retirement? These are specific pieces of information that if you capture those and have a record of them, you can pretty quickly and easily show that you're doing the right thing. Frankly, make sure also that you are being as good a planner or advisor as you can be. And then what happens is that if there is any misunderstanding or any concerns, and this will happen over time, people, there's risk in markets and people, they have different views on what could have or should have happened, but they will start to ask questions. And by having this information, especially looking for these key informations that the compliance regulations are looking for, frankly, just puts you in a much better standing and allows you to explain why you made decisions that you've made around like investments and alternative investments considered, all of these types of things that otherwise without these records is really, kind of your word against what the other person is saying. And specifically in the US, it is, and quite a lot of countries, without a lot of data or information logged on your side as an advisor or planner, everything typically leans towards the consumer, right? That's a reality of the industry is if there is any misunderstanding or any claims brought up, the consumer is almost assumed to be in the right, until you can show that you've done your role properly.